My business was on a roller coaster ride that was literally making me sick and causing me to go broke. I had to get off and get going. Here are 5 ways that I stopped ruining my business and started killing it. Hey, I'm Donna St. Louis, founder of the ESuite Network. We work with you to bridge the gap between the 99% and the 1% through business ownership, entrepreneurial thinking, and innovation. The first thing I had to do was stop thinking that I was too smart, too old, and too experienced for a mentor. That's right. I had to recognize there were people out there that was smarter, older, and more experienced. But what I really needed to do was hone in on what I needed mentorship for. See, I didn't need overall business mentorship. I really needed it in specific areas. So for example, in marketing, I needed to get a mentor who would really help me mentor me in marketing, but then that I could reciprocate and mentor them in business growth. I also had to stop being a generalist and start being a specialist. Once I really nailed my expertise, my target market, and my offering, my business took off. I needed to know who I was working for, why I was working for them, and what they were going to get out of it, and how much they were willing to pay. When all those things came together, then my business surged completely. And this isn't just my first business, it's on each one of my businesses. So I sold the first 2. I knew exactly who my target market was. I knew exactly what my offering was. And the first business was a 9-figure business. So you really have to know what those 3 things are. Stop being a generalist, start being a specialist, and really, really ensure that you understand who your target market is and what they want. The other thing I had to do was stop being ultra safe and extra professional like everyone else. I know that sounds a little crazy, but I'm, as you can probably tell, a pretty plain-spoken CEO. I don't have the time to put on all the pretense, and I don't have time for that. I would prefer to help people get to their goals in a very plain-spoken way. I don't have time for all the pomp and pontification. So once I started recognizing who I was and I took a few more risks and I started going for it, I really had people that were attracted to who I was as a human being, as an individual, and I got more clients that wanted that straight talking, let's get it done type of attitude. So that was very important for me. Number 4, I stopped being comfortable with being cheap. In fact, I went the opposite direction. When I wanted to up my game, I upped my rates. And when someone would pay me what that new rate was, it actually would freak me out a little bit. But it really, really caused me to up my game every single solitary time because I always want to over-deliver. One of the things that's really important to me is when I invest $1, I actually want 10 back. So when someone pays $7,500 or $10,000 to come to an ESuite retreat, I feel like they should be getting $75,000 to $80,000 worth of value, that they're actually going to see those numbers in their bottom line as a direct result from the work they did at the retreat. That is a really big deal to me. And then number 5, I stopped thinking that I had to do what everyone else was doing in order to be successful. So I'm not the next Brendan Burchard. I don't plan to be. I'm not the next Marie Forleo. I don't plan to be. I'm the first Donna St. Louis. And I deliver a blueprint and 6 strategies in a very different way from everyone else. And this is my niche. This is my market. This is what I do. Does everyone love me? No. Will some people absolutely hate me? Yes. Do I care? Not really. So I really had to recognize what I did, how I delivered, stop being a regurgitator of everyone else's information, and be a thought leader in my own. So hopefully those 5 tips will help you. If your business is not living up to your expectations, by the way, maybe you've set your expectations a little too low. Think better, think bigger, do better, and go for it. Hey, my name is Donna St. Louis, and until next time, this is the ESuite Network.